World Semis won by the United States' J'den Cox. Cox, the defending world champion, looking for his 4th world medal in 4 tries, matched up against Alreza Karimi, the 25-year-old world bronze medalist from a year ago. The top seed is Cox of the United States. Let's listen in.
United States of America,
Deep rattle in Jason Bryant's voice when he's calling out J'den Cox. J'den Cox, probably in my opinion, right now the face of USA Wrestling. He has done everything that's asked of him. He's very difficult to score on, and all he's made over the last several years. He beat Kyle to get to the world team. He beat David Taylor to get to the world team. He beat whomever's in front of him. And right now, he just continues to get better. I'm really interested to see next year where he goes. Does he go down to 86, or does he go up to 97 to make an attempt at an Olympic team? Because right now he's at a non-Olympic weight, and he's doing it because he thought it was best for the team.
So tough to score on J'den Cox, and there is Alreza Karimi, a world bronze medalist last year, lost to Cox in the world semis 5-2, and ironically, that was the last time J'den Cox was taken down in a match. It's been a full year. Just an incredible statistic.
And he is an absolute hammer. U23s. He was on the Olympic team. He was bronze, like you said, last year. His motion and his outside step high crotch is amazing. But one of the things that you hear about competitors of J'den Cox is that you never know where he's going to go because he has an attack from every side. Right hand, left hand, snap down, he can throw. And right there, just a little knee pick and catches Alreza Karimi for 2.
Cox gets the quick 2 for the U.S. Firmly clenching his hands, trying to get the gut wrench turn. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get that done. And the official will order the wrestlers back onto their feet. Karimi was as dominant as they come at the Asian Championships. Ran through that field without surrendering a point as he won the Asian title. Part of the Continental, also struck gold this year at the City of Sassari tournament. So he's had a real good 2019. 2-0 Cox with the lead, a little more than a minute into this first period.
And Karimi does a great job with that elbow tie and pushing J'den Cox. But J'den, what he does real well is he creates that distance and then pulls. Does an amazing job of creating action and creating angles. I mean, they're both these athletes slapped together, but J'den Cox, he's at a different level.
Blue open. He can't wrestle with you.
And you hear Coach Kevin Jackson in the background trying to get into J'den Cox's head, saying he can't wrestle with you. Well, obviously, in this bout, he can, but trying to get that little bit of mental edge for J'den Cox. Karimi hasn't taken an attack yet and is straight-legged right now, which really what you don't want to be against J'den Cox.
A measured, tactical first period and a whistle.
1 minute.
There's Kevin Jackson.
1 minute in the period.
In the corner for J'den Cox for the United States. A minute to go, period number 1. Cox with that takedown early, pitching the shutout right now. And really Karimi not taking any type of shots offensively yet.
But one thing we know about J'den Cox is that defensively, he just gets to great angles. Karimi has an amazing offense and has, been the talk of the town this year. And, he's another one. Where does he go next year? Does he go down? Does he go up? Iran putting together an amazing program where do you go to get to an Olympic Games? And that's really the ultimate goal, is to win an Olympic gold medal. Nice elbow control with that left side. Now pull it, he's gonna look to pull that elbow over top his head, but he backs out and J'den Cox gets back to the inside control.
Cox trying to come around the backside. He's running out of time. Did he get the 2 before the period? Referee said no. Judge held up 2. It's confirmed by the match chairman. Wow, what a turn of events right there before the end of period 1.
Again, getting points at the end of a period is huge. And he turned up the heat just a little bit with about 10 seconds to go and got Karimi moving in, out, side to side. And then when he got that leg up, he didn't wait. He went right to his finish for 2. And he's difficult to score on, especially as it gets hotter, because J'den Cox, well known that he's a sweating machine and he gets slippery out there. So Karimi's going to really have to get a straight attack and attack quickly and finish quickly on Cox to score.
Psychologically, that's a tough one to come back from for Karimi, to give up 2 like that in the closing tenths of a second right before that clock hit 3 minutes. Cox with a couple of takedowns in that first period. The United States with a 4-0 lead. The U.S. trying to crown their first world champion.
J'den Cox's hands are so heavy and he gets pushing and pulling. And the lower back of Karimi, he doesn't have an answer when his hands are on the mat all the time. And those snaps of Cox are really wearing down Karimi. Now what we know about Iranian wrestlers though is they have a gas tank and they have a motor and they can finish a period strong. So J'den Cox is going to need to continue to be mobile, moving, and active, and not stand right in front of Karimi, or he will capitalize on that position. Cox really going to a square stance and getting that pushing and pulling. And that activity going side to side that you saw Cox moving his feet front to back, and you know Karimi is not sure which way J'den Cox is going to go so that he can get to his attack. J'den Cox has to continue to move in order for Karimi not to take a good attack.
Karimi just cannot find any crevice to go after. There's hardly been any shots from the Iranian in this title bout. Just nothing to his liking against J'den Cox, which has been the norm really since the World Cup when he dropped back-to-back matches. He's been on fire since and unbeaten since.
And watch J'den Cox's head position. He went forehead to forehead. He's not giving Karimi anything to, Karimi cannot clear the weapons of J'den Cox. His hands are on him, his head is on him, his level's changing, his body's moving. Karimi pushing straight in, and that immovable object, you cannot take a shot on J'den Cox straight in, so Karimi's gonna need to have an angle. I'd like to see J'den Cox finish on top here and get one more good attack and finish strong. Karimi, if he's just gonna stand there and wait, he's waiting to stand on the silver medal platform, and right there, Cox went in, got close, but realized he wasn't in great position and bailed out into great position.
Cox with that 4-point lead. You see that stance getting even a little bit lower, even at times operating from a knee. Karimi running out of time. J'den Cox slipping and sliding his way back into the center. In his 4th World Championship appearance, he is going to come away with his 4th medal, and for the 2nd straight year, J'den Cox is your gold medal winner at 92 kilos. He just is unstoppable when trying to score points on him.
It's got to be frustrating to wrestle him because you really, like you said, there's never that gap, there's never that break in position to score. His hands continue to move, his hips continue to move, and his feet continue to move. So the object, there's never that opportunity